As some of you may know, I'm a fan of Retro Replay. You know, the videos that I've been doing, like, of the death scenes for, like, The Last of Us, Uncharted, Drake's Fortune, I believe it. Yeah, Uncharted, Drake's Fortune, and Uncharted Among Thieves. These mix of what Troy and Nolan have done. So I've done that. So obviously I am a fan. I do watch their content. And recently it came to everyone's attention that Troy is leaving Retro Replay to go off and do his own thing. Like, how do I feel about that? I'm excited for Troy, to be honest with you. Like, he has a ton of different ideas. I was watching one of his live streams that he talked about what was going on, pretty much. So him and Nolan are kind of not seeing eye to eye. They're kind of getting angry at each other and frustrated. And since they are so they're traveling, working together and being close a lot of the time, so he kind of they're butting heads a little bit, and they kind of need a break from each other to salvage their friendship, which is understandable, completely understandable. Which, the good for them, they need to do that, so then there's no issue with that. I completely 100% agree that is important. Keep their friendship together is more important than the show. So what's happening is Troy's gonna go off and make his own. I don't know what it is. It's gonna be like probably a YouTube channel. Hasn't been announced yet, or the title or whatever, so we don't know too much about that yet. But Nolan is gonna stay on Retro Replay and do the Retro Replay, Uncle Nolan Knows, hopefully more Uncharted, because they have 2 more that Nolan is in, and adds Drake, so hopefully we'll see that, but we won't see Troy. So their typical Retro Replay, which is the old games playing will be different, and we'll be seeing co-guests and everything, so that's gonna be what's happening as from what I was reading. But I am a little bit worried because the chemistry between those two is kind of what made the show so fun to watch and all that stuff. And without Troy, I'm worried that it'll kind of go down a bit. But so like, no. But hopefully they get good guests and all that stuff. I'm kind of worried if Nolan has to do it off himself and then he has to banter with himself, it would kind of get weird. But he's a voice actor. He can probably do it if he wanted to, if he needed to or wanted to. And it's probably still gonna be a funny show. So like, he does Uncle Nolan Knows. It's some very weird stuff gets mentioned, but it's pretty funny at times. So there's that. But like, I am a bit worried that Retro Replay might be on its last few years or seasons because of that fact that Troy left. That because the dynamic will have changed, so I'd have to see what will happen with Troy being gone to see what will go on and all that stuff. So all we know is on Thursdays there will still be Retro Replay, and Tuesdays is Uncle Nolan Knows. So that's all we know right now, and so hopefully things go off without any issues. I'm really hoping for the best. I just don't know that much. I'd have to wait till I see more like how they're gonna work with guests and all that stuff, because I want to see Richard McGonagle, who plays Sully. So I want Sully and Drake at the same time. We've been waiting for it. They've already played 2 games without Sully. You've had Elena. We need Sully. So it would be kind of cool is if they had Sully and Elena and Drake. Just the 3 of them watching and playing the game. I think that would be kind of cool. We all want Richard McGonagle to be in the game, be able to see him and talk to him about Uncharted and all that stuff, because that would just be cool to us. Like, we want to see that. Like, we saw many other actors who have already been in there, who are playing in the game, and now we get to see like the three who are the main people in there. That'd be awesome. I'm hoping for Uncharted 4, Sam Drake, who's played by Troy, it will come in and be like kind of at least a guest star to be like, hey, what's up? I'm still friends with him and all that stuff, because they are friends. They just need to work on their friendship to rekindle it kind of more, because they are still friends, but they need to work on it to come closer together. So I'm hoping he'll be on as a guest for Uncharted 4 at least. I'm really hoping to see Nolan when Last of Us Part 2 comes out play that. I also really want to see Troy play that. because that would be awesome. So I'm seeing Joel play mostly as Ellie this time. From our understanding is, we don't know if Troy is going to be in there as Joel that much. Like, we don't know if Joel is a playable character at this time. I've heard he might be. I don't know. These were just rumors that I've been hearing and reading. So that'd be kind of cool. And I think Retro Replay is going to be kind of at risk because it kind of is a brand, where it's a video games brand gaming type thing. Whereas Troy's, from my understanding, is going to be everywhere. He has an open slate where he can just put it however he wants. Once it doesn't have to be about one certain thing. I think we're all hoping it'll obviously have video games. We're really hoping. Please, Troy. But he can do pretty much whatever he wants to it. So there's an open slate. Whatever he wants, he can do pretty much on his new thing. Nolan is kind of stuck in a way because it's branded as a gaming channel. It's a gameplay. It's a let's play game channel. So he might have a little bit of harder time. But I'm trying to get to that, since Nolan is not really a gamer. He started playing games at the beginning of Retro Replay. So he might have a little bit more of a struggle of that than, since it's a little bit more of a closed off system, but they have expanded it. So since we have Uncle Nolan Knows, so it depends on how they go at it to see how much it can expand from there and be able to open more horizons for Nolan. So I'm very interested to see that. I'm very much hoping for the best for both of them. Like I said, I'm just a little bit worried because of the Retro Replay part is a little bit more set and done. So they would have to introduce different things throughout to make it open up, to be able to make it more understandable. Oh, they're also going to be doing this. That makes sense, since it was already there. Because the Uncle Nolan Knows has been there for years. That's why it was perfect to bring in. So they already had that introduced. They're just bringing it up and making it a feature. So that worked out kind of perfectly. So I'm just really hoping for the best for both of them. Then I am a little bit worried about Nolan, just because of that fact that he is already tied in to a certain type, but I'm hoping that he can expand and all that stuff. So we'll have to see. Hope for the best for both of them. But yeah, that's what's kind of going on with Retro Replay, from my understanding. Obviously, there's more stuff going on behind the scenes that we don't know about, or at least I don't know about yet. Yeah, and we'll just have to see what the future brings us. So yeah, that's what's kind of going on with Retro Replay, Troy and Nolan. So yeah, peace.